Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of Telford Tigers TV, here with me Ryan Todd. This week saw the Telford Tigers taking on the Manchester Phoenix at Telford Ice Rink. Last time these two played themselves down at this rink, Telford Tigers came out victorious in a thrilling penalty shootout. So the Manchester Phoenix lineup. Team without their main man Tony Hand, who is currently still out injured. He will be on the bench. And for the Tigers, after missing out on the game the night before away to Milton Keynes, Joe Henry was returning back to the side. And if it was to come down to a penalty shootout as it did before, Juraj Senko would be the man everyone would be watching. And so to the drop of the puck. And away we go. Telford Tigers coming straight up the ice. Getting away the first good shots. It's quite clear to see as well in the first period early on. Tigers trying to get themselves into the game. Stop Manchester trying to get themselves much offence. See if they could get themselves a nice early lead. Manchester soon settled though. Started to get away some good shots on Declan Ryan, making some good saves. But it was the Tigers that were able to break the deadlock first. Just watching here on the replay, Marek Hornak just taking it around the back of the net, teeing it up beautifully there for Callum Bailey, squeezing it past on the glove side, giving the Tigers a very, very important lead. Following this, Manchester Phoenix really started to up the game and get themselves down a lot more into the Tigers' end, getting away some good shots. But they were sometimes coming up a little bit too heavy. The Tigers tried to capitalise on it when they could, trying to get a couple of breakaways. But every time that did, it was always the same again, with little turnovers being given up, and it was a real good end-to-end game. As the first period was starting to wear on, Phoenix started to up the game even more as well and started to click up the gears. But being wise to that counter-attack from the Tigers, trying to keep as many men back as they could to try and quell that threat. But it was the skill of the Tigers players that were starting to carve out a couple of opportunities. As try as each team out, neither one was able to hit the back of the net again. And Tom Watkins' men went into the end of the first period with a 1-0 lead. So the drop of the puck here in the second. Phoenix taking control, keeping up that good offensive attacking display that we're giving off there towards the end of the first period. and Manchester Phoenix were awarded this rather dubious goal. As you can see here, that was under discussion. Declan Ryan clearly not happy. If you just watch this one here on the replay, you can see here Long getting his way over there towards the crease and then going down, not being tripped or anything, and the puck going in there off the skate. However, it was deemed not to be a kicking motion and the goal stood. Manchester 1, Telford Tigers 1. The Tigers then really started to up the intensity. You can see here from the frustration of Maracona not being able to get them the way it was going. However, Manchester drew a penalty, and on the power play it was the Tigers that were able to get themselves back up. Straight from the face-off here, but coming out to Josh Bruce, taking it out for a Long, right between the legs there of Phone, with Callum Bailey picking up the assist. This lead though, short-lived. Manchester Phoenix taking it up there, 2-2. This one here through single. Following up from this as well, Manchester were able to get themselves their third of the night. Kulikov taking the pass there from Uri Faith, taking it around to the back of the net, and teeing it up perfectly for Spelder. Give Manchester Phoenix the lead for the first time of the night. Manchester Phoenix weren't over as they charged the net here. Free offenceman with just Tom Watkins on his own back trying to cover up Declan Ryan. Spelder again on target. Gave Manchester a 2-goal cushion. This prompted the Tigers to call themselves a timeout, which worked superbly, with Henrik Sarling getting an equally superb goal. Check this one here out on the replay. Henrik taking it out wide, just shot out, beautiful lob shot, just over on the glove side, hit the crossbar and dinking straight in. You thought that was good. Check this one out. Luke Brittle dancing around past the Manchester defence and dinking this one right between the legs, equaling the scoreline, taking it to 4-4. Coming down then towards the end of the second period. This check here from Ryan Selwood prompted a delayed penalty, and Stephen Wallace tapped this one in to restore the lead for the Manchester Phoenix. Now if we just watch this one here again on the replay, Ryan Selwood here getting this delayed penalty, he was actually then called out to be a 2-2. So with that, with the goal there coming from Manchester Phoenix, there was still a penalty and the Phoenix went out on the power play to finish off the second period. Tigers were able to do enough to hold them at bay for some good teamwork. But at the end of the second, It was a much different look to what it was at the end of the first. Manchester Phoenix going in leading 5-4. So just before we show the third period, just a little mention here to Scott McKenzie, who won the December Frankies and Benny's Player of the Month award. Congratulations to Scott, and also don't forget you too can be a winner if you are a Trust member by getting yourself some great discounts and some great food down at Frankies and Benny's. And so now on to the third and final period. Manchester Phoenix still on the power play. Tigers with a good breakaway there, trying to capitalise on what they could. Missing the puck here. Manchester retaining the puck, keeping it back up on that turnover. And now darting it through. Out to single and in the net. Just 33 seconds gone in the third. Single getting that power play goal. Phoenix leads 6-4. And the penalties just keep on coming. Tigers drawing out this penalty. Marakornak on a hooking call. Manchester wasting no time at all. Uri Faith getting this one. His first goal of the night after getting 5 assists already. The Tigers though, never want to lie down. We're having to come back. Callum Bailey on the breakaway with a superb pass. Found sprawled out wide and Tom Saw just tapping it in. Tigers 5, Phoenix 7. And this really prompted some good attacking moves from the Telford Tigers, putting Phoenix under an awful lot of pressure, and it looked like they were maybe able to get themselves back into this and potentially push the game over into overtime. Tigers really working hard in the Phoenix end. A real scramble. And Henrik Sarling very nearly starting up with a fight with James Archer. All this pressure though from the Tigers forced the Phoenix into making a timeout to give themselves a bit of a breather and try and think how to tackle this onslaught. As much as the Tigers were pushing forward, Phoenix was spotting there were chances to get these little turnovers and force some good breakaways. It was the Tigers eventually pulling off the netminder. Declan Ryan giving them the extra skater. The shot still raining down on phone, keeping them all at bay. It's a thrilling end to the period. But one little turnover meant Uri Faith got himself his second and the final goal of the night with this empty netter. Final score was Manchester Phoenix 8, with Telford Tigers 5.
I thought it was a game for the purists. I thought it was. I think both teams probably gambled a little bit too much, and loose pucks, and really I thought defensively I thought both teams, and myself included, probably lacked a wee bit of attention to detail. was quite happy with the goals we got, but I wasn't happy that we were starting to gamble on pucks we never had and leaving the zone too early. And you always know Telford at home, they're always tough. Again, they've got some good players, and Tom's got them working hard. So again, a couple of bounces went our way tonight at the right time. So I was happy for that. But I was just happy to get 2 points. It's always tough to get 2 points in Telford.
And just disappointed your side couldn't have been a little bit more clinical tonight?
No, I think the first period we were about 4 or 5 really quality chances in the first 10 minutes, and I think the goaltender made some big saves, and then they got a chance to score it. But I mean, Telford, they're quite a plucky team. They're pretty hard to break down. They work hard. So anytime you get 2 points in the road, you're pretty happy. But as you say, it's always nice to get 2 points in the 2 games.
Bit of disappointment, but proud of the effort. Obviously we don't like to lose, and we don't like to lose at home. I thought we played a little bit sloppy defensively today as a team. I don't think we made Manchester work for some of their goals. We gave them some easy opportunities. But I was really proud of our offence. We scored 5 goals. We put them on the back foot through the third. They called a timeout, and really pleased with the attitude, really.
So both games against top sides, first couple of periods seemed to play well. It was just the third period just seemed to slip a little bit. Well,
last night was certainly the third. The third period today, I thought we played very well. I thought it was one of our best periods over the whole weekend. I know we scored 2 yesterday, 2 tonight, to give ourselves a good start. But remember, we're up against some quality offence and some high calibre teams, and we'd love to have an even playing field, but at the minute it's slightly slanted. But the guys in there are giving everything they got. Yes, we're going to make mistakes, but we just have to iron out the number and the type of mistake we make, and whereabouts we're making those mistakes on the ice. Everybody knows when they make them. They don't need to be told. But they've just got to take that on and take more pride in playing solid defensive for the team.
Do you think the scoreline flattered Manchester a little bit tonight?
No, not necessarily. We worked hard, we created, we did create chances, and we scored off the back of that. Maybe they'll look at themselves and think, well, why did we give up 5 goals tonight? Flip side of that, why did we give up 8 goals? Because we weren't switched on in key areas. I've always played, and if you're strong defensively, you will pretty much get chances off the back of that. And a lot of our goals did come off the back of strong defensive play, but there's too many little minor areas, too many sort of selfish plays that cost the team, really.